Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. We are Millennial Mom. If you don't know who is who, I'm Millennial. This is Mom.
Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Mom or Kay from Millennial and Mom, and today we're going to talk about Married at First Sight, Season 16, Episode 16, Unbearable Truth. Now, you know what? Again, this episode said, at least for next episode, with less than, now I think it's a week and a half till decision day. Okay, listen, is it 2 weeks? 2 days? What? It's been less than 2 weeks since, I don't know, episode 10. So I really would like for it to be coming up and getting over with. But I did see something. If y'all aren't following on Instagram, MAFS Nation, they have a unconfirmed, because I haven't seen a confirmed sheet yet, of the actual days that Married at First Sight is going to be decision day and reunion. I believe it said like May 7th or 17th, so still like another 3 weeks to go. So yeah, they're really dragging out this season, and this season isn't one to be drug out because nothing is happening, you know, and if it is happening, it's the same old song, same old dance with the same old couples, right? But anyways, if y'all haven't subscribed to our channel, please consider subscribing, join the family, and don't forget to hit that like button, and also tell a friend to tell a friend about Millennial Mom. I know it's mostly mom now, so let me remind everyone that Millennial is working on her master's degree. So I'm kind of taking over the show for right now, which is fine. I hope you don't mind. You know, I personally think I'm a little bit more entertaining than Millennial, but that's just me. But anyways, hopefully she'll join us for decision day. I've been filling her in, and she's seen a little bit here and there, so hopefully she'll be here for decision day. Now, let's see who's in the chat. So we have Miss Tamika. Hey, Tamika. Tamika, and anybody else who don't follow us on Instagram, but Tamika, I would specifically like if you DM me on Millennial and Mom, is the same picture that's on our tab here for Instagram, because I want to talk to you about something with 90 Day Fiance. So if you don't mind, Millennial and Mom on IG, if you don't mind DMing me, I would really appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you for joining. Miss Sharon, hello. How are you? And Dolores, hello. And let's see, Frappes and Tea, hello, hello, hello. And Cynthia, hey, Cynthia, hey. And Tamar, hello there, hello. And hello to everyone on the replay and in the bushes, or however it goes, right? But thank you, everyone. Also, thank you so much, Tamika. Also, just a quick little announcement. I'm going to be starting a podcast soon, and also restarting my Kay's Calangio journey on YouTube. This is not just for people who are dealing with a cancer diagnosis. It's for a friend, a family member, a close relative, someone you may know with any type of cancer, to have a safe space to talk about it, because I understand and recognize that there's not a lot for people to go to get information, resources. And so I'll be starting it up hopefully next week, and I'll drop the link and all the information on our community tab for anybody who wants to join in, just like this format here. But it's going to be on my other channel and the new podcast that's coming up. I'm excited about it. So just letting you all know in advance. So that's new news. All right. So hopefully you all saw the episode, whether it be last night or tonight. And then before I begin, someone messaged me in the comments before I went live, probably like an hour ago. For all of you who do not watch Married at First Sight on regular cable or satellite services, can you drop in the chat where you stream it from? Because she's looking for Couples Couch. I have we used to have satellite. I have regular cable now, so it comes on, channels like that. But for those of you who use streaming services, is Couples Couch on streaming? And if so, can you drop in the chat where it's from? Because I can't help her out. I said maybe she's in a chat, or maybe one of y'all could give that information for her. So thank you so much. All right. So again, hopefully everyone is doing well. Thank you for joining me, and everyone is safe wherever you are in the world watching. All right. So last night's episode, or today, if you watched it, the couples, yeah, go together on a regular retreat. And normally the retreat is somewhere where all the tea is dropped, right? All the good information, all the good stuff comes out. I look forward to the retreat every year. And even Millennial, that this is her favorite time of the year for a Married at First Sight with the retreat. And even she was like, Mom, this is boring. And I'm like, well, yeah, it's boring because these couples aren't necessarily progressing the way that couples from previous seasons have progressed. Now, I do understand that every season is different, but this season, again, outside of Nicole and Chris, and we'll get to Nicole, right? But who's really giving us new information every week, right? Is it just me? Because if it is just me, humble me down. Give me your suggestion of what you think is the difference with this season. I'm trying not to, I know I probably said this like a couple weeks ago, but I'm trying not to be so down on this Married at First Sight season, but to me, it's just not giving. It just isn't giving. I'm trying to be as positive as possible watching it and hearing you all, what you have to say too, but it just isn't giving at all. But yeah, so they did the retreat, and I thought it was kind of funny how we'll get to it too, where they all knew going up to where they were going that yes, there's bears and stuff there, right? So, but when they do see bears, like everyone's like, ooh, don't bother the bear. At first I thought they were saying like, oh, let's see where the bears are. And I'm like, why would you? And then the bears that we did see, those were like young baby bears. So the mom was somewhere in the area, right? And the way that mama bears are in general and in the wild in nature, they're way more aggressive. So I definitely wouldn't have went outside like Clint. So, But anyways, let me see what you said. Sharon says, MAFS was boring. I fell asleep. Tamika, boring. Yep. Sharon, you also say, I've watched for years and have never fallen asleep. That says a lot, Sharon. It really, really does. And Dolores, you also say, same storyline each week, no information. Exactly. So it's kind of hard to be excited for the next episode. Even the, what is that? The not the couples couch. After show, the after party with Keisha, it's just like, what new gems are gonna drop? I mean, honestly, it's just kind of like, okay, we watched the episode and just like, I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying, but I'm hoping it's May 7th and not 17th, because that's a whole nother month, and that's a lot of time that we're just waiting for yes or no. I'm just saying. Frappes and teas, I like the retreat activities. No, I like the activities too, but I'm just saying like the retreat is normally in past seasons where like the tea drops, like more information comes out, like you kind of gauge which couple may say yes and no. But like I said, these couples have just been going around the same circle that is just kind of hard to say. So Tamika, you said I stopped watching the after party. Okay. But does anyone watch Couples Couch on streaming? And if so, which streaming service do you see Couples Couch for the person that asked me in the chat? So hopefully they can get their information to find the Couples Couch that's not on regular TV and or satellite. All right, so let me drop the link for anyone who wants to join, and then we'll go ahead and get to talking about the episode. So what'd you say, frappes and tea? This is the nicest house that they have for the retreat. I think all the retreat houses are pretty nice, honestly. I did see, that they showed a picture of it for an Airbnb. So you can rent the house, which most of you can, but I don't know. I mean, I don't get a lot of nature-y vibes. I don't know if I want to be out there with bears and stuff. I'm not that kind of nature girl. That's not me. But I mean, if I was part of the show, I would. But other than that, So frappes and cheese, nope, no couples couch. Okay. Yeah, all right. So here we go. Okay, backstage we have Miss Ma'am. You ready, Miss Ma'am? We have Miss Tamika.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Did you watch the show last night or this morning when you got a chance?
When did I watch it? I watched it last night. Yeah. I got to remember. I watched it last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me give a little a snippet of what I typed, and we'll get into the
Mm-hmm.
episode. So it says, all right, all the couples are getting together for the classic retreat. The couple seem like they're excited to go. Hey, Ashley, how are you? Clint and Shaq seem to be the most excited to be the first to go up to the cabin. Clint wants to see if him and Gina could ignite a spark. Shaq wants to build a better connection with Kirsten. And then really quick, what is wrong with Nicole every scene? Why would she call herself a Sour Patch Gummy, Sour Patch Kid? Why was
Debbie Downer.
Why was she such in a down mood? Maybe I skipped that part. Did she say, or she just had like a bad day at work, or what was going on with her?
She's having a bad day every day. I don't think it's work. It's just I wake up and it's a bad day.
Because even when they got before they got there, she was saying, "Oh well, maybe we'll get the worst room. Oh, it's just whatever. It's fine. I'm like, girl, can you just be comfortable just on the drive? Can you relax your mind? Let Chris drive. You relax, and when you get to the retreat to see your Married at First Sight friends, just let it go. She just don't seem like she can do that. So, yes. Dolores says, glad to see you, Tamika.
Hey, Dolores.
Tamar, every day. Exactly, every day. It's draining. So, who do you think, before we get into detail, who do you think and who does the chat think that had the best moment at the retreat? Who do you think before we get into details, like I said, who do you think had the best moments? If it's nobody, it's nobody. Who do y'all think?
I think when they were on the what is it, Shaq and Kirsten, when they were going down the slide, I think that was a good moment. I think it was a very stand-up moment for Aries to talk about Jasmine. I thought that was a nice stand-up moment that he did. And that's really about it. I think Gina and Clint, how she got them all, she got to bring in her that she does hair every episode.
Right.
So, how she got him together and I think that was okay, but they have moments, but.
Yeah. So let me start back at the top. Frappes and Tea says, so Clint and Nicole share the same birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. And then Nicole was the one that should have been meditating. I agree. Good one, Frappes and Tea. Shaq and Kirsten. Okay. Dolores and Clint had the best moments and Chris had fun with the wig. Frappes and Tea. I think normally, in my opinion, the couples tend to do better individually than they do in a group setting as the show has progressed. Now, minus Jasmine and Eris, except for this episode. But when they get together in a group, that's when they seem like they break down. That's when it seems like, they feel just a little bit more comfortable to say what it is that they don't like or what they don't feel is happening. But individually, you wouldn't be able to tell unless they told you, in my opinion. So anyway, so the couples, or really the men, have a male pageant show. Now, do you all agree with who the winner is? And what do we think about the outfits?
I think Shaq was nervous. He just looked really nervous and really buttoned up. He just needed to relax. Let your shoulders down. Let your hair down. For me, I thought Clint was the funniest. His outfit, his man bun. It was all right, I guess.
I think that Shaq normally looks like that anyway, so I don't consider that like dressing up. I think that was his normal everyday. What do you call himself? Dapper Dan, dapper dude.
Yeah.
I thought he looked nice, and I was surprised that he was nervous. I'm like, why are you nervous? This is you every day, right? And then Clint, again, Clint's MVP for me this season. I think he had
a good time.
Yes, he had the most fun, a good time. And I was surprised that Clint dressing up looking like biker dude, you know, or rock star, whatever he was looking like. I'm like, okay, Clint, there you go. Chris, I know he tried to have fun, but he looked a little bit more goofy. And Aries, I don't think he dressed up at all. I think that's how he would look anyways if he went out to the club. That's so I think the winner should have been Clint, but oh, that's my daughter texting me. But I think his answers is the reason why he didn't win.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. So let me go back up. Cynthia, you say, I think Nicole was annoyed because they're getting closer to decision day and he is content with living in separate places. Right. I think they'll address that again next week, Cynthia, because Nicole is getting upset in the preview. Frappes and T said, I'm surprised they didn't do the most likely awards. Okay.
Yeah.
Frappes and T, you also say, I'm glad my manifestation worked on Clint Manbun. You have been saying that. And he looked pretty good. I have to say, he looked pretty good.
I had to do a double take and be like, oh, okay. I see you, Clint.
Well, that's what I said. This is exactly what I see you. Yes. And I don't usually look that way. You got to read between the lines. I don't usually look like, but he looked pretty good doing what he was doing.
I got you. I picked it up.
Like it was more fun. So I actually have the clip here. So you caught me in mid chit chat, sir. Hold on, I'm gonna show the clip first, and then we'll go from there. So I'm gonna let it loop and go from there. So take a look at the fashion show one more time. So who do you think? Look at Clint. You're looking like a movie star.
Excuse me, but Clint was real doable last night.
Wait a minute.
Last night.
I heard you
today.
Wait a minute. I caught you. Okay. Yes. I mean, Clint, listen, he looked like he was a movie star from exactly the 80s. Now, I had a little problem with them talking about the 80s because, you know, some of us, meaning me, grew up in the 80s, came of age in the early 90s. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with the 80s.
Ain't nothing wrong with the 80s.
The new edition came out the 80s. They back on tour.
Okay.
Say something. Say something.
Ain't nothing wrong with the 80s.
Say something.
Okay. Yeah. 80s was a good time.
Yep. All right. Let me bring you up backstage, sir. Hold on a second. Let me take them off.
Hey, friend.
How y'all doing?
I saw you back there getting your little kiki, huh? They came out the 80s.
Like, I said they was going off about the 80s. Like, what's
That's right.
You gotta Google.
That's right. Let me read some comments real quick. Frappes and T says, yes, he looked good. He just needed to trim his beard. True. Dolores says, looks good. Okay. Clint did his thing, doesn't take himself too seriously. Clint is the party. Should have won. That's y'all era. Okay. Don't play. Did I say new edition?
Don't do us. Because we came up with, but we don't look any bit of however old we is. Honey.
Stunning.
Right. That's 51 and a half right here. 51. Right. But anyways, everyone says hello, Devontae.
How y'all doing?
Clint was serving the looks. But yeah, I think he looked the best. Again, his answers got him caught off guard. And I think that's what got him last place. But I don't see Eris being first place. I think Eris gives the answers that he thinks you want to hear. And his outfit, first of all, did his suit button? Because I wasn't feeling his outfit. I was just like, he just pulled that out of the suitcase.
Yeah.
And that was it.
He had on his Sunday back.
Have it buttoned. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be buttoned, be buttoned.
Yeah, you know? He was casket sharp.
They know Clint should have won. Clint should have won. I said, why you look like Shawn Michaels from wrestling?
Okay.
I was like, he looked like Shawn Michaels.
That's right.
I always thought Shawn Michaels was good looking.
I was like, wow. I said, Gina, this what you want?
That's what Gina wants.
Listen, they could make it. But that's another story.
I can't.
No, they can't make it because Gina. I think Gina wants her a little bit of a swirl.
She fake.
Personally, swirl and swag. That's in my opinion. That's what I think Gina wants. But so the questions were. The first question was, what if they were marriage counselors? What advice would they give? Shaq's answer was show up in your marriage and be present. And that seemed to make Kirsten uncomfortable. But Kirsten always looks uncomfortable when Shaq talks because I think maybe the pillow talk that they do have, she's afraid he's going to say what she really feels when she tells the lady something different. What do y'all think?
Oh, yeah, I agree. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's because their conversations are always the same about them not communicating. So and she show up when she wants, but does she show up at the right times?
Right. What do you think, Devontae?
About Kirsten.
Yeah.
Man, I think Shaq may think he kind of act like a know-it-all sometimes. So I mean, I don't really think she's doing nothing wrong. Y'all just met each other. Like, it's only been like what? 6 weeks?
Well, they claim it's 6 weeks, but we're on episode 16.
It's been like 16.
But I mean, it take a while to learn communication with your partner. So I'm like, y'all still get to know each other. This looks like a couple that really didn't know each other from the beginning.
They should be a lot further than what they are.
Think so?
I think so, absolutely. Because he was trying in the beginning and she wasn't. Now that she is, he seemed like he's checked out.
Yeah, Kirsten honestly doesn't seem like she's checked in. I know everyone has different communication styles, things like that, but she's just not giving me all the way checked in, just based on the fact that he hasn't even met
her family.
Oh, he still ain't met nobody since the wedding?
No.
Nope.
He's gonna talk about that next week too. He's gonna talk about next week because it's part 2 of the cabin next week. So, if you're gonna dedicate yourself to this process from the beginning, they should at least meet your family.
Right. On barbecue in all these weeks.
Yeah. So, but anyways, Dolores says Eris gave good answers. However, he's still not in the marriage. And then Frappes and T says Kirsten just needs to give it up, turn it loose like Invoke said. Well, she already gave it up.
Listen, Eris was giving them good answers for somebody else's marriage.
Okay.
Certainly not his.
Right. So the second question is, what would you do about the divorce rate? What would you do about the divorce rate? Now, Eris said that he would change the law to get married after 30 because people don't know who they are until around that age. I was like,
I absolutely disagree on that.
All right, that don't make no sense.
Right. I put, in my opinion, it takes some people more time to mature, but Eris is 39, probably 40 by now. So his advice is self-initiated to himself. You know what I'm saying? And he's still not ready. So, but I get his point of like getting married a little bit later, but everyone matures at a different rate. So you really can't say that.
Right.
So, and I just thought, for him to give any answer to this is something. But anyways, the third question is traditional marriage roles. Do they still hold up? The men gave the expected answers about times have changed from women being CEOs to entrepreneurs. So I think they answered that question pretty good. So fourth place was Clint. He won Mr. Courageous and Outrageous. Third place was Shaq with Style and Swag. Second place, Mr. Showstopper Chris. And first place, Eris, Couple Retreat King. And I'm like, I didn't get those. I would have gave like Eris.
No, not the worst.
Third place.
Well, how the worst couple win the couples game?
Right. I don't know. How about what they give Mr. Participant? You know what I'm saying?
A participation medal.
Right. That's what he gets. But I really thought it should have been in this order, in my opinion. Clint 1, Shaq 2, Chris 3, and Eric thank you for participating because there is no fourth place in any game, not even the Olympics. So he gets a participation.
You get a wood award.
Right.
Clint's answer was hilarious. That's Jasmine's. Hey, Jasmine show. Hey, Jazz. So, all right. So next morning, quick scenes. We have Shaq and Kirsten argue over who snores. I'm like, is that this is the best they can talk about? Who's snoring, who don't, who's Fitbit or iPad watch gave. Oh, that's not what your watch say. I mean, come on.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny this episode. Like when Shaq was rapping, that was hilarious.
You giving a lot of credit to this episode.
And if I can just go back, one is when I don't know if it's when they woke up or if it was that night when she was like, oh yeah, somebody gave the answer and it was his answer.
Oh yeah.
Just goes to show you're not listening. You're not even listening to this man.
There he is. I was like, wait, that was me.
Yeah, pretty on the outside and empty on the inside.
I told y'all the mall is open, but there ain't a lot of shoppers.
Right.
I'm just telling y'all that.
I've said that.
I told you.
I'm gonna have to give out some participation awards at the end of the season as well. Because listen, some of y'all have hit the nail on the head. Anyways, so they had that little mini argument, and then Jasmine got mad for a hot second because Eris got up before her without waking her up to meditate. I'm like, I don't know. For me, listen, Devontae, you said you liked the episode. Who else said they liked the episode? This episode for me was like, can we just get through the retreat? Can we please? But Eris did get they did meditate, but wasn't it like a quick meditation? It's like, okay, breathe, close your eyes, bring your hands in. How was it? I was like, can you give the girl a few minutes? Can you like take her down like your little path of energy too?
And why y'all facing each other? Y'all should have been facing the mountains or something. We meditate. Yeah. We ain't trying to meditate. We trying to meditate together, but I don't know.
Yeah. Fred Basic T said, I told y'all Kirsten is a Portia Williams.
Y'all diss Portia like that. I like Portia. She ain't all the way together either with that Underground Railroad.
Okay.
That African man is lucky man.
Where's Mrs. Cannon?
Oh, she I love Portia. She was like, this doesn't make any. She don't think she cute.
Moving on, just in case she watches the show. But the Underground Railroad comment was like, "What did you learn in school coming from a family?"
And your granddaddy was a civil rights icon too. So,
anyway,
but anywho,
let's see. Chris and his affirmation love notes for Nicole. I think Chris has opened a Pandora's box with this. I really do, because I think you start this one, you're going to have to always continue with Miss, I need validation that you love me every day. Am I wrong? What y'all think about this? I mean, it was cute. It was cute little message stuff like that, but you know how Nicole is. You know, she needs to be like, but you didn't pick me. Do I have to give my Oscar performance again? He didn't pick me. No, but I just he didn't pick me. Like, girl, please. wait.
It's my affirmations that.
She is, I don't know. She is a Debbie Downer.
All day.
When they was talking about her birthday, talk about, well, yeah, my birthday's coming up. I'm gonna do like I normally do. I usually have a birthday cry to cry about all the things I didn't accomplish. I'm like, what?
Who does that? I was like, what? A birthday cry? I have
She needs some help, because there's no way that you can just be very just down on yourself all the time.
Right.
All the time, every day, every episode. It's like she is always complaining about something. Oh my God, the sky isn't blue today. I just don't know when. Why the sky isn't blue.
Right.
And it reminds me when I was 17, and
oh, jeez.
that's her.
That is her.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me go a little bit serious with Nicole. Some women, after they have babies, have postpartum depression.
Mm-hmm.
She need to get counseling now.
She got prepartum depression.
There it is. She need to get counseling now because if she can't handle the day to day, girl. But anyway. So then we see those bears come to the porch. Now didn't Eris and Shaq and Clint talk about, oh yeah, we're in bear country, da 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 da. Yeah, we're gonna save the ladies, da 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 da. As soon as those little young bears come up, one Eris like, I'm not going out there. I'm like, that's not what you said. That's not how you won king of the retreat.
Right.
That is not how you won that. Go out there and see about those baby bears. Get them away from your stuff.
So, right. Paddington and Puss in Boots. Going out there with them.
Child,
I was like, why did they leave that outside? I was like, they left that outside knowing that bears be up there?
I'm sure there was a sign on the way.
There is.
You know, just like you've ever gone to a national park or national whatever, they have signs that say, don't feed the bears, don't do this, don't do that, because, you know, stuff will come out. And they're in their country, so I know there was multiple signs up there.
When I went to, I don't know if they were in Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg, but there are signs out that says, you know, the bears, we saw bears when we were up there. And then also at those cabins, they have like screens around the back so that the bears cannot get into the house, because it has been times when bears would get into those hot tubs and, you know, and just be in the water. But they do have screens, and they are bears because that's their habitat.
Mm-hmm. Frappe and T said Gatlinburg. Did y'all see on the news or on the social media about the guy that was sitting on his porch reading the paper, and this bear comes by? The bear look at him, he look at the bear, and he's like, "Look," and then the bear runs off. Did y'all see that?
Yes. Yes. Honestly, they're more afraid of you than you are of them. Because they're going to run off. The only time that they're going to attack you is when they feel like they're being attacked.
Well, I'll never know.
I'll never know either.
I'll never know.
Clint tripping. I'll be like,
Clint was tripping. I mean, there was already
WPS.
There was nothing else to save. They just had the food and the soda. Oh well, move on. Right?
Yeah.
So anyway, later the couples go on their own activities. Shaquille and Kirsten, what was that thing called? I couldn't think of the name it was called.
Tubing.
It was like a slide when it was icy or something, I think they said, and made them slide down. Those are fun.
Tubing? You said tubing? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I must have sat here for 10 minutes thinking, like, what are they doing? You know, don't get cold like my ears. I'm like, what are they doing? But anyway, I mean, they seemed like they were having a good time. Right? Yeah. Until after the activity, every single time. It just never felt with them. So Kirsten says sometimes she feels defeated and they have communication issues. Shaq says he feels like the communication is growing and he feels confused as to why he feels like they're growing and they're not. And he's unsure of what else needs to be done. Now, where do you think the actual communication disconnect is with these two? Because they always say this.
I think that they're listening to respond and not listening to understand. And if they listen to understand each other and understand where he's coming from, understand where she's coming from, versus I'm going to hear you, but now I got to respond because I need to come back. I think it would come off a little bit better for them.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, but why do we think that Kirsten still hasn't brought her family in the mix? Like he's never been talked to them on the phone or just nothing? Because he keeps saying, I'm a family man. Kirsten knows I'm a family man. And I just haven't been able to talk to anyone other than her mom from the wedding. So
I think that Kirsten might be waiting until decision day so that got this man to meet all my family and now we're broken up. That could be a reason. Maybe her family is still not, or her dad is, because she's a PK, that he's still not, accepting of it.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a variety of reasons, but I just think that I think he's over that, because he said, I ain't met her family, and he's like, and I ain't asking no more.
Okay, I wouldn't ask no more either, personally.
Yeah, he's at his wit's end.
To me, that would mean I can't go forward on decision day. That's what that would mean for me. You have any comments about that, Devontae?
Yeah. I think I understand.
You feel comfortable, aren't you?
Hey.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Better share.
Okay.
I feel like, I don't know. It seemed like they like each other. Then it'd be like, do y'all really like each other, or?
Mm-hmm. Do you think? I mean, they do look like a cute couple, right? So they have the aesthetic look. But if you can't even come to common ground on, I want you to come to my work meetings when I go, and she don't have the time, and they're just bickering over like really trivial things that they could like talked in advance. It don't seem like they talked in advance. So maybe she's feeling resentment for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just feeling not supported. I get him not feeling supported, but at the same time, as the time has gone on, he seems like he's a little bit more demanding of her, and she's pulling back. Like, she's already not there anyways, so she's really like dialing back even more. What y'all think about that?
Yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
Sharon says, I think her family isn't at all she has said. Is all she has said. Okay, who knows? Are the parents even together? I don't know.
I know her mom and dad are not together. I think she said they got divorced when she was 8. And I don't know if there's step parents in the picture.
Okay, well then her dad being, wait, oh, you know what? Before I continue, someone said in the comments maybe a week ago, someone said that Kirsten wasn't a preacher's kid. I'm like, well, then who was it? Are we getting them mixed up? Was it Jasmine, not Kirsten? Because someone said that in the comments. I didn't respond because I wasn't sure.
I thought Jasmine was the preacher's kid.
Oh, it's Jasmine. Yes, you know what? It is Jasmine. That's the preacher's kid. It is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not Kirsten.
Kirsten's dad just took care of the family, like finances.
Yes, and that's why she wants Shaq to be like her dad, because her dad stepped up and took care of everything, and they didn't want for nothing. But I do know when they were at the house, when they were, going back that, a couple episodes ago, she did say that, her parents divorced when she was 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sharon says they're both selfish. And then Frappes and T said Shaq doesn't match Kirsten's style. Well, Frappes and T, what type of style do you think is Kirsten's style? If you don't mind me asking. I'm just curious to know what you think. What do y'all think? What do you think Kirsten's style is?
I don't think Kirsten, no.
Yeah, she want to be taken care of, put up on a pedestal, fed with the silver spoon, and she don't have to do anything.
Frappes and T says Kirsten's made efforts to compromise. Okay, but what kind of man do you think that she needs though?
I think Shaq got to stop. Shaq hold grudges. You can't do that in no marriage.
What? No, I'm sorry, not you, Devontae. She said Devon Franklin. Wow.
What? No, not no Devon. That's too holy.
Sharon says Kirsten wants a sugar daddy.
He wants to be kept.
Oh, y'all see how she was talking about Clint? She was talking about Clint at that. She was like, Clint, he looked real good. Like she was feeling that.
He wants some cream in her coffee.
A little sugar.
Dolores says, I think Kirsten's style may want someone with more swag. Yeah, I think swag on the other side, because Shaq can dress. He dresses nice. So you mean just like maybe more urban, a little bit more young.
You want somebody that got the new dunks. New dunks, the new J's with the
okay. I can see Kirsten with someone like that, yeah. But Devon Franklin, that's a stretch, but she might though. She might, you never know. All right. So All right, now let's move to Clint and Gina. Do I even need these? Who said why?
Why y'all still here? Why y'all still here?
Because they besties, they BFFs.
But if I was sitting at that table, I would have told Clint, "Are you ever gonna make a move? You ain't gonna never get out the friend zone by keep acting like her friend." I'm like, grab her hand. You ain't started holding hands with her. Like, build it up. You gotta build it back up. Get comfortable. I'm like, if y'all not willing to do that, why y'all still together? This is a waste of time. It's not like it's not friends at first sight. Oh, we can stay married past decision day. How? You don't like him like that. What are y'all staying married for?
Not even how. It's more of a why. Like, why would you even think that you could, you know?
Go on the tour on TV, act like they're a good couple, make some money, because there ain't no way.
Well, Gina says she enjoys Clint's company. Clint always says, and I'm repeat, he's embracing everything and pretty much take things day by day. He said he's stoking the fire. They just need a little bit more gasoline on it. So, create a spark. It's no spark. Ain't no spark. Because Gina says, then he says, do you see why the experts showed why we were matched? He's like, oh yeah. No, girl, do you see why the experts matched you? Because really, I'm not gonna say you're the problem, because if you don't feel like you have that sparking connection, you just don't. But you know what I'm saying? Stop trying to put things off on Clint as if he's the only one with the problem when it's you as well. So, but when she sat around that table, I'm jumping ahead a little bit, and like you said, Devontae, and I think you were talking about it too, and said that, I have a lot of friends, I don't need any more.
No new friends.
Right. I just like.
But I feel like if he ain't your type or whatever, and now you done married him, why don't you just like help him, like, I don't know, change sort of his look into something that you could be cool with. Like, all right, I ain't like it with a ponytail, but if he cut his hair, we could be working with something. Like, I don't know.
That man bun was bunning. So
it was bunning.
It was bunning.
Clint had the look. Listen, we're not. Yeah. You don't look like that, Devontae. Just like we don't look at Kirsten. Well, most of us don't look at Kirsten like that. But Clint was bunning.
He came out like a whole Chippendales dancer.
I mean,
Clint looked good yesterday. I take it from when he looked. I told you, he looked like Shawn Michaels coming down the aisle.
I'm telling you,
you did.
He looked doable last night. Just last night.
And still ain't getting none.
And still,
Clint, just dying slow every day.
Every episode.
Slow death.
I'm about to go on their Instagrams and like, yo, I'm about to be in Nashville next weekend. So where should I hang out? I am gonna be in Nashville next Saturday. So
take some pictures.
Yeah.
Anyways, Dolores says Clint and Gina both want to be friends, but you got some, Timothy. You got some competition on your hands. You got Dominique. So they say. Allegedly.
Yeah, Dominique, I'm established. Got my own car, got my own ride. What is that? Yes, I got my own house and my name. Work, got businesses, and it's not a hair business.
Who did that?
But I ain't getting on no boat though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right.
Let's move to Jasmine and Eris. So they went rock climbing and trampolining. So I think that was Eris' way of getting out some pent up energy.
Did you see Eris look mad that he lost?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he was not happy that he lost that rock climbing.
Yeah, because he even said in confessional, he goes, I didn't think that she would be as fast as me. Well, clearly you don't know too much. Listen, Eris.
She ain't getting none. She got all that pent up energy.
Both of them. But Eris, see, this was his time to be like, I wonder what she could be working with, instead of being like, I lost. I didn't realize it. But then again, maybe Jasmine, you don't know. If Jasmine could beat you on that, no telling what else. Read between the lines. beat you with. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, I don't know what that man. He can't see. He can't see. Cause I said, I'm like, this man don't see the sign in front of him. I said, is he crazy? I said, I said, maybe I'm not seeing it because I'm like, what is going on?
She's wearing her leggings.
Them leggings, right?
They be legging. And I don't even like women like that.
But at the retreat, though, he was like, before all this rock climbing, he was like, well, if a bear come by, you got to take off your shirt. You got to flash him. And I'm like, see, he was trying to give a little something. And Jasmine weren't really like picking it up. Just like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm like, Jasmine, what they say, North Carolina, Petey Pablo, around your head like a helicopter. Jasmine, come on. That's what he's saying, no.
She ain't doing that.
Tell me I'm wrong. I'm like, Petey Pablo. Shoot. Anyways, Dolores says, Tamika, are you going to look for Clint when you go to Nashville?
I'm looking for Clint and I'm looking for Gina Salon. And I'm gonna look for Jasmine. Listen, I'm about to eat. I'm like, I want to go to karaoke. Where's a good spot? I'm telling you. Listen, Gina Salon.
First spot, Gina Salon. Be like, hey, girl, I see you.
As a matter of fact, because I'm driving. I'm leaving out at like 4 a.m. So I'm going to put Gina Salon in my GPS. So I'm going to go there first, take some pictures, and then go to my destination.
Oh, yeah. Please do.
What was her? Did they show her name on the salon?
Oh, yeah. It's in one. Listen, all I got to do is Google it. Gina Salon. Gina from Married at First Sight Salon. And it'll come up.
I got it.
Yep. So anyways, back to Jasmine Eris. So Jasmine says she wants him to be more present and less on his phone. You got to tell him to not be on his phone. He's like, all you gotta do is tell me, maybe I'll, then I can get off and, be more present with you. Okay, you don't hug and you on your phone all night. What kind of relationship is that?
And you gotta be scheduled when the text. That's like the little water app that has the water drip when you got to drink water. Yeah,
I cannot. And he just, Eris, in a small way at the group setting, he gave some valid points, but too little, too late. But at the same time, I think Jasmine, just like my picture said, do you think they was trying to get on the same page? Because Jasmine said she felt a little flutter down yonder. So she was like,
She probably ain't went this long. You got a whole dude laying next to you and I can't, in that song, jump on it. The song. Wave your red flag. Go ahead. I know you look at that.
I was like, no.
You was looking at it. Listen, I ain't laying next to no man. And you better go get on the couch.
Jasmine is a glutton for punishment.
Yeah. She asking for everything. She asking for it.
That bull crap at the table. Talking about, I'm surprised you still here. I'm like, you crying about him? Basically, thank you for taking all this crap I've been putting you through. You a real soul. I treat you like dirt.
It was nice.
Left and right, and you just stood there. Just let me say it. Thank you. You get the best award. Sit there crying. Talk about nobody.
Thank you. That really means a lot.
What? He is disrespectful.
I can't believe he said that to me.
Listen, you know how they got to do the tissue. They got to do it like this. I'm like, if you don't wipe that eye, they got to do it like
No, she shaved those eyelashes. She wiped them eyelashes and caught the vapors. I said, no, girl, that's not it.
Yeah, and he still left and didn't give you a kiss. Gave you a homie hug.
Look, still sat like 6 feet C19 from you, talking about, girl, thank you so much for hanging in there. I know it's hard. It sounded nice, but the actions didn't match up. It just didn't match up. Sharon says, I don't feel sorry for her anymore. I like her, but she needs to know she's worthy. Exactly. She needs to she's right.
Another second one down with low self-esteem. Low self-esteem just coming in, just slap people.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It pimp smack Nicole. It's just low.
Nicole is just ridiculous. Okay, so back at the house, the men are in the kitchen cooking. I like the fact that the men are cooking, but I don't think Clint should have cooked since it was his birthday. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe the other men should.
He the best cook. That's why everybody know Clint cook. Everybody's like, what you need to cut up them bell peppers? Cube them.
Right. Speaking of food, let me jump off real quick. The food, if you don't follow Devontae on Instagram that he posts sometimes with the meals, be bomb. They be bomb.
I'm gonna have to look you up.
Dude. I can't cook. I can cook. I don't enjoy cooking. She's the best. She's the chef.
Yeah, it looks really good. Yeah. Anyway, so then Clint started the conversation about the sex life. He goes, I'm not getting any. I'm like,
I'll be there soon, Clint.
That was definitely a producer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a producer question for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would. I don't even sound like you're on the ass about that. And especially if you ain't getting none. I don't care. If I ain't getting none, I definitely don't want to hear about you getting none.
No.
Mm-hmm. Not Clint. Eris says that he's trying to open up more, that he always leads with that. Shaq asks Eris what would it take to open up. Eris says he wants to see a spark to say yes on decision day. What kind of spark is Eris looking for? Anybody know? I mean, Jasmine has been present, so I don't know what he's looking for in the spark. I don't know.
I'm like, you ain't never seen her like that. Like he had to almost see her naked by now. This ain't making no sense.
I think maybe the only time he saw her naked for real or almost is when he helped her out in the wedding dress on the wedding night. Because that's how he's acting. But she's always wearing a swimsuit when they go out somewhere. So those 2 times. Because I believe, just like Clint and Gina, I think they probably sleep in separate rooms. Because he just said, I don't want nothing until if we say yes.
And he always on his phone. He just counting down the days.
Right. Yeah. He on OnlyFans. He looking at them other women.
Right, or something, because like I said, do you all believe they sleep in the same room? I don't think so.
No. Can't.
Yeah, I don't think so. Dolores says if he has not seen a spark by now, he won't.
He won't.
And so Shaquille says the physical attraction for him is there, but Kirsten has her guard up. He says he realizes that decision day is getting here. And he's been trying from day one, and he feels like they could be further in their relationship. So, but he's always said that too. They've always both said the same thing. He always feels like they could be further, but Kirsten's guard to me has not really come down. Like, let's start with her head is maybe like right here. She's like looking over it like that, but I don't think it's all the way down at all. I agree with that. He's got a guard up. She's got a guard up, but I think that maybe Shaq is a little too intellectual for her. Maybe he still talks in a way that she said in the beginning, as if he's talking to his students or mentees, things like that. Maybe he can't turn that off.
Because he's probably boring.
Well, he comes across as boring to me.
That's what it is. He ain't really funny. And even if you crack a joke, you gotta tell the context.
Yeah,
he's like Pleasantville.
Yeah.
Remember that movie Pleasantville?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's him. Okay, and then Chris. Chris don't really have much to say. He's like, we're just going on every day and just whatever. So I would really like to hear Chris say more because Chris doesn't talk a whole lot.
He's along for the ride.
I want Chris to tell the truth. Like after y'all have sex, she criticized herself. Tell the truth. I know she do it. She criticized herself about everything. You ain't telling me. Like, I
didn't do it. I didn't scream loud enough for you.
Job. You told
God.
We did it too soon.
It's me. I know.
Yeah.
We gotta stop because this deep in. Nope. We have to do a late night for this. Many things go through my mind right now. I'm like, nope.
Married at First Sight uncut.
For sure.
Like BT uncut.
Yeah. To talk about Nicole? Oh yeah. Because I just think about it. You can think like, did I? Oh, you didn't? Yeah, no. But anyway. Anyway, so expert Nicole is talking with the ladies about how things are going. Gina starts with focusing on their friendship and trying to go by what Dr. Pepper suggested. I didn't hear her say that they watched Driving Miss Daisy. Did you? So maybe
no. No, she's gonna hire him to be her shampoo boy.
That is forever gonna be fun. They need to lock that down. It's the funniest thing in Married at First Sight.
Yeah, he's gonna be the shampoo boy.
Like, I want you to go watch a love story, Driving Miss Daisy. Like, all the black people was like, hey.
It was like, what, red flag.
Driving who?
Love got to do with it. You just skipped all the reasons.
Right. Like, no. So apparently they didn't watch it. Let's see. Jasmine says they're getting past communication issues and are in a better place. And then Kirsten tells the lady she's in the middle of the road and also has communication issues. So we won't elaborate on that. Now, during the meal...
Jasmine said, what? I'm like, what the
Jasmine says they are getting better and getting past communication issues and are in a better place. That's what she said.
Jasmine
said that in confessional.
Jasmine is Paige 2.0 that ain't getting no sex.
She's pretty on the outside,
but
and yeah, she's hello.
Yeah, right. The doors closing in that mall.
Right. Remember on the Wiz when he opened up the Tin Man? It was like hello, and like, hello.
But you know what? I think Jasmine has always had that hope, but since they came on this trip and they did that little meditate thing, and then she gave Eris a hug. He actually gave her a hug this time before he drove off. That's the spark she needed because it's got dusty down there, and she's like, whoop.
While he drove off to his kissing cousin.
He said it was a work event, so we
oh, that's her name.
Event. Have to work hard.
Right. That's her name, Event.
Yeah, that's her name. That's her name.
Okay.
But they hugged, so we've never seen them do that. She complained about that with no intimacy with Dr. Pepper. So at least Eris did something, right? Jasmine feels, oh, there we go, Jairus, that's their name. Feels like there's been growth, and they're moving forward with better communication. I'm like, you couldn't have got that for the day that you had with Eris. You couldn't have got all that. But maybe, I don't know. So, but are they on the same page? Like I said earlier, yes, no, maybe so.
That man to kill her.
No. They not even in the same library.
Right. He killing her ego. She probably never been through. I know she ain't never been
killing me softly with this show. Killing me softly.
But you know what? Jasmine wants to be married, though. Do we think that?
Yes.
She's
That's
ready.
why I said she just like Paige. They willing to do anything. Keep thinking, oh, this is just what we have to go through because God is telling me that I just got to keep pushing through to get to where we need to go. No.
That's exactly what Paige
That's the guy with the little G.
Huh? What'd you say, Tamika?
That's the guy with the little G, not the big G guy. Little G guy. It's a difference.
Okay.
He's listening to the HOLIE spirit.
I got you. Cynthia said, I agree with you, Dolores, about Chris not happy because Dolores said Chris is not happy.
He not.
And then Dolores also says, I believe Eris saw another lady on his trip.
Her name is Vent.
I would hope Eris went to his work event, but if he's on the phone like that, he's a little too old, in my opinion, to be on his phone just looking at stuff on social media. Maybe he's talking to someone else, maybe family members or whoever else on his phone. Because I just can't see anyone. I mean, I know people do, but after like at 40, I mean, I just can't see you just be doing this all day.
Be on his phone, be on TikTok.
OnlyFans.
Like, what was funny? Oh, nothing. You wouldn't get it.
Right. He's one of those, right? So, anyways, Kirsten, she says she gets flustered with difficult conversation and wants to develop a healthy style communication, and she wants more grace and consistency from Shaq. And Shaq seemed like he was like, what? Like, what are you talking about, grace and consistency? When I haven't met your family, girl. I haven't met your daddy. What you talking about, grace? So that's what she wants. Those are her things. And have y'all noticed that Kirsten, she doesn't necessarily look Shaq in the face when she's talking. She kind of like looks down a little bit, like she's kind of like afraid to say something or the response she's gonna get. So that to me says maybe they've been arguing off camera a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it gives me. Like they're not on the same page.
They're not. They're not.
Cynthia says the average man hates to lose in a sport to a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would probably let her win. We still in the beginning. She can win. Now, once we've been together 5 years, let's go. What you talking
Okay.
No, he didn't let her win. She won.
I go with that. Okay, so Chris says he's happy with his and Nicole's communication style. They've said, I love you. Chris admitted that Nicole needs validation to hear those words. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. He has to continue. If you know you have to constantly give someone validation, that's the problem. You don't even give toddlers validation like that because they have to learn the difference, what's right, what's wrong. Let them cry. I'm not saying she's a toddler, but for her to be 33 and y'all just met and then you heard her say she cried for every birthday.
Every birthday? Like you
every birthday.
I bet you she put it in the calendar.
Watching Nicole is depressing.
It is. And it's draining Chris.
What'd you say, Devontae?
She said, I'm going to give myself 10 minutes to get it together.
Please. She probably needs all day. 10 minutes of what?
Right.
Kleenex? No. I can't. I can't. But Chris, I mean, he tried. He dropped those little gems for her and she ate it up. So.
But he might be happy though. They said he's too nice.
Yeah.
But still. Anyways, Gina says that they've been trying with the tools the experts gave, but are stuck in the friend zone. Do I have to continue to read? Do I have to continue? Because we already know that she just says she can't get past being friends. And I just want to know why Clint think that's okay. And just not going from the friend perspective. Maybe we'll get a spark for us to be husband and wife. Just go from the friend perspective.
Right?
Because it's not working. All right. So then I talked about that. Eris leaves for a work event. Jasmine sad. She said they had a turning point in their marriage. Their cute little hug before they exit. And then the couples have an 80s party. Okay. Did we enjoy the 80s party?
They didn't do no 80s. I would have been in there. I would have tore that dance floor up.
Tore it up. But see, they don't have our age group on Married at First Sight. So we got to tear it up off camera. Okay.
Right. Listen, I was just telling my hairdresser, I'm like, I will challenge somebody to a chair dance. I will tear somebody up doing a chair dance or in my car. Yes, with that 80s music.
Yes. But guess what? I think Kirsten's outfit did not meet the theme. Weren't no denim jackets like that in the 80s. What was she got on? She was everyday wear for me. I'm like, boo.
I don't think Jasmine was either.
No, but they did not understand the assignment.
Jasmine was to a point because she wore neon, because neon was hot in the 80s. So she had a neon.
Yeah, I remember them on the little old school videos.
Yeah. But Kirsten had on like denim. I had on denim yesterday. That wasn't 80s. That's every day. right? The person who I thought looked the best was Gina. I thought it was Gina. I thought Gina came to the 80s with the right outfit with her man. Okay.
That's her friend. That's her.
Oh, my bad. Her friend.
Her man. He wish he could.
But Clint seemed like he had a good time. I think Clint has a great look on life. He likes to cook. He's got his career going on. He makes sure everyone has a good time, right? He just seems like he brings the group together. Like Clint.
He might play too much though.
Where do you get that from?
No, Clint is a good time. I could hang out with Clint.
But some people don't want you to be the life of the party all the time. You ain't got to be the life of the party all the time.
Wait a minute. Hold on. This is for you.
No, seriously though.
This is for you. Because think of this group though. Think of this group. Who else is going to come out and be the life of the party?
Right. It's going to be a humdrum group. And they're going to be like, you know, singing Sweet and Low, Sweet Chariot. And then you got Chris coming in, you know, trying to do his whatever.
Chris coming in. You got Nicole handing out notes.
Right.
You got Eris on his phone. You got Jasmine crying because Eris on the phone. You got Kirsten eating her salad. You got Shaq just.
But I'm saying like more like he played too much with her. Like he probably always cracking jokes because he don't know what to do instead of like making her like him. Like she already think you funny, but funny is got you in the friend zone. So what you gonna do to get out the friend zone?
No. Funny didn't get him in the friend zone because he a ginger. Got him in the friend zone.
Oh yeah, because he a ginger. You right. See, could he dye his beard?
Because she thinks he's hilarious because she laughed at everything. She dressed him for the pageant.
Yeah.
You knew she was liking that. She knew she was.
I'll be weak every time.
Your beard with just for men. He could dye his beard. So yes. Frappes and Tea says they should have ended the 80s party with Stranger Things. That is not 80s Frappes and Tea. That's not 80s. That's now.
Woo woo woo, Frappes and Tea. Woo woo woo.
Too much neon. No, it was neon back then. It was a neon. Your lace gloves. You had your boy bunny.
The neon. That's Cyndi Lauper. Listen, I've seen a lot of neon in the Luke videos.
Yeah,
the Luke girls, they always had on neon.
Yeah, we gonna find out what the 80 is on that documentary drop. We about to find all out.
What, the Freak Me?
If y'all see me, don't say nothing.
Okay.
Because I was there in 94. Don't say nothing.
Wait. Who was that?
That was hot back in the day.
Listen, I had just put on my Facebook, like, I went to the Freak Week in 94, and I'm ready to tell my side of the story.
Oh, look,
definitely, you can't tell my story.
People
but
was
if y'all
much
see
more
me
slicker back then, but I think I still have the same face. But anyway, moving on. So, but really, that was the end of the episode. So next week is part 2 of the cabin trip. I wonder if Eris is coming back. Y'all think he's coming back, or he's still in his work event for part 2?
Nope, he would have left a bag.
Yeah,
he took his coming back. What he gonna come back for her for? He don't like her.
That's true. You're right about that.
Really liked her. He would take a trip out. I gotta go get my wife. He don't care.
No, he don't care.
He would have been.
Yep. So, but next week they also said, like it mentioned in the beginning of the show, was next week. Now they have a week and a half left. What? Where is this time at? They got their times mixed up because also I saw, like I said, on MAFS Nation, they had the unofficial timeline. It either said May 7th or May 17th for decision day.
Well, May 7th is a Sunday.
Well,
because my birthday May 8th, so I know May 7th is a Sunday. The 17th would be a Tuesday. It might be a Wednesday.
Well, it's sometime in May, but either way, that's a long way off for decision day because we have next week is part 2 of the retreat, and then it's going to be, they're going to go their separate ways to make the decision, and then that should be decision day unless they fill it with the the highlights of the season, which really aren't any because they tend to do that, fill with highlights of the season. So that could be what's going on. I don't know. But it's just not making enough progress. But next two I have written down next week, part 2, and all the couples are having concern about not making enough progress, including Chris and Nicole. Now, Chris and Nicole seem like they're going to get into a little argument next week because she says like this, tell me what it is you need me to do. I said, oh, with your fingers and everything? Chris, what you gonna do about that?
Oh, because she's stressing them out about where if they're gonna live together or not.
But also, did you see how the tables was reversed when she was all like frantic? Are we gonna do this? Or he was like, well, we're not gonna talk about that right now. We're just gonna go ahead and do this, and just how she was when he was over there crying like somebody stole his ice cream about his dogs.
Right.
And now he did what she did to him. He did to her. Like we're not going to solve it right now. We're going to talk about it. We're going to have time to talk about it. But it's like, so why don't y'all just move into one of y'all places with your dogs?
It's not enough room. They need a joint house because I think she lives in an apartment, so does he. But now
I'm going to let you have 2 dogs.
Well, how many dogs they can have together? 4?
No, he got 2. She got 1.
She got 1.
3.
Yeah,
okay.
3.
Okay. Okay.
But I would have snuck that dog in there. It ain't that serious.
Well, listen, Nicole seemed like she go by the rules, and Chris seemed like he does too. Right? Don't they seem like they go by the rules? That's how they come across to me. And the last thing Nicole needs is more anxiety of breaking a rule. You know what I'm saying? So that's she don't need all the extra.
Apartment for a break. She is a lot. All that validation. He probably like, whoo. I told you he gonna get up. He gonna pull up and just sit in the car like.
You did say that last week. You did say that last week.
I don't even know if he's Catholic, but that man gonna be.
You did say that. Yes, you did. I'm telling you, I'm giving out participation awards. You just put another one on my list. So, well, y'all have any other comments to make? Because we're going to wrap this up for this episode.
Mm-hmm. This is, I'm. This is the season that never ends.
Okay, right. What about you?
Gina kind of lied on the after show. She tried to be like, well, lying about them sleeping in the bed wasn't her idea, and Keisha Knight, whatever her name is, Rudy.
Keisha Knight.
Gina, nah. Nah, you did that. That was you.
Right, because they did say. I don't mean to cut you off. I apologize. Clint did say that was during the episode that this was the first time they shared a bed since the honeymoon. So she could have made a pallet on the floor if she was uncomfortable.
Right.
She didn't have to sleep in the bed.
No, they got sofa beds.
He made his wife sleep on the floor.
All them Airbnbs and them cabins got sofa beds. I'm gonna be in an Airbnb, and they got 2 sofa beds.
Right. Or Clint could have slept on the floor somewhere else. She didn't have to sleep there. There's other options. And hey, Eris left early. She could ask Jasmine to scoot over. Oh,
you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They ain't cool like that.
Well, I'm just saying, but what's her name? Gina always is making an excuse for something. That's her thing. Yeah. She always has an excuse as to why XYZ. Dolores says, you guys are so good on the chat. Yes, I'm giving awards. I'm telling you, I'm giving awards. And you already know behind the scenes about you, but that's between us. But anyway, all right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to next Thursday. Hopefully, we can get some results. Let's get some new something with Nicole and Chris.
Yeah.
Let's get something else coming out. Like let Chris get some chutzpah and be like, Nicole, no. Oh my God.
Why? That James don't complaining. You. And that's what come at her like that.
Yeah, because the other couples we already know. I mean, it just is what it is. So I don't see anything more interesting coming out with them. So, all right. Well, thank y'all. I appreciate everybody. Like I said, look for the community tab for what's going on with the other channel with the podcast and everything else that's coming up soon. So,
right.
Yay.
I appreciate everybody. So I'll see you next week.
Yes.
All right.
Well, no, maybe I'll be in Tennessee because I'll be there Thursday night. So I'll try to get on.
Catch the replay. That's still watching. All right. All right. Thank you so much. Good night.
All right. Good night.
Good night, everybody.